Gears of War is a franchise that most people associate with over-the-top action, chainsaw-fused assault rifles, and disproportionately big, action figure-looking characters. This is, unfortunately, the cause of a lot of criticism and dismissal of some pretty innovative games. Gears of War released back in 2006 and kicked off the third-person cover-based shooter craze. After its successful launch on the Xbox 360, many developers adapted its unique cover system into their own games with varying success. While the game did introduce some pretty cool mechanics, like the previously mentioned cover system, it didn't do much for itself when it came to story. You play as Marcus Phoenix, an ex-soldier, now criminal, who is pulled back into the ranks to help fight an underground species called the Locusts, who threaten to end humanity. It is a pretty basic plot that doesn't really progress further than that. You get glimpses of a character's backstory through the dialogue, but nothing deep enough to get invested. If you are playing Gears of War and enjoyed it, then that is most likely due to the fun action set pieces and the over-the-top nature of the game. Everything changed for the franchise when Gears of War 2 was released in 2008. The game opens up with an epic speech as the COG army loads up the behemoth-sized mobile carriers. The players thrusted into a full-scale war on a visually impressive battlefield, shooting down locusts as they make a charge for humanity's last stronghold. The game manages to make the characters more enjoyable and get away from the constantly pissed-off nature of how Marcus was in the first game. The stakes are understandable, and every moment of Gears 2 outshines the best parts of the original. It's a game you can get invested in, and shows what the franchise should be. Much like its Xbox exclusive counterpart, Halo, the second installment is a testament to the good mechanics and a developer who is more than willing to polish the franchise they started and set a new standard going forward. Gears of War 2 is by far the best in the original trilogy. It is a game I recommend playing whether or not you have even played the first game. It is that good! Capping off the original trilogy in 2011 comes Gears of War 3. After flooding the last standing city at the end of the second game, the COG have set up HQ on a large battleship as they search for the next place to settle and rebuild. You learn that Marcus's dad, Adam Phoenix, who had been thought dead for years, is actually alive and working with the Locust Queen Myra as her prisoner. It's up to Marcus and his crew to rescue Adam and finish off Myra and the Locust Horde for good. Gears of War 3 also offers its fair amount of cool set pieces, such as fighting the Locusts in an old thrashball arena as Coltrane, who gets to relive his glory days before the war. Although the game has its moments of brilliance, overall it feels repetitive. You keep moving from one shooting arena to another, and for the most part, they all feel the same, especially when you get to the final level. Just like Marcus, you will feel relieved that the fight is over, but maybe not the way it was intended. Overall, the Gears of War trilogy gave us some innovative cover shooter mechanics and makes you feel like the ultimate badass. It is a franchise that matured with every installment, and it seems that this trend will keep going with Gears of War 5. For more videos on Xbox games, news, and coverage, make sure to subscribe to Live on Xbox and follow us on Twitter at live_on_Xbox.